This is your friendly warning that this video has been sponsored by Boot.dev and I'm not legally liable for any loss of enjoyment experience during the ad break, although I do my best to make some stupid booty jokes. Thank you. So let's go over the rules. What we're going to do, we're going to go over each deck. In each deck, we are going to be highlighting, do I get to make shitty Marvel quips with the card names that they put in the deck? So do I get to say stuff like on your left? Does it play bracket 2 magic? I'm also going to call this being an Avengers level threat. Is it financially reasonable? This is the category I'm least confident on because I don't really care about that. I play, I play mostly online. I play mostly kitchen table, so I'm fine with proxying. Are there 10 cards I'm meant to cut and feel really smart about? Is there a $30 card in there for no reason other than to make it seem financially viable? And then, which commander is not good enough to make the Knicks starting lineup? All right, let me pull over Avengers Assemble. So this is the Captain America precon. We have Captain America team leader. So he is a Jeskai 3/3. Whenever another hero you control enters, it gains vigilance and haste until end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on that hero and a +1/+1 counter on Captain America. That does seem like the speed or 9,000. I think vigilance and haste, that has to be good enough for the Knicks. So he's probably not the guy who's not going to make it on the Knicks. Kindred nonsense, enters or attacks, cheat a hero out, or get a hero back to hand. That's actually pretty good, because normally I feel like the precon problem is we all vomit out a ton of stuff, we get board wiped. Whoever had the most cards in hand after the board wipe, they're going to win. So this type of over and over rehandimation that ducks creature board wipes doesn't seem that bad. Okay, that's garbage. Here's one of the 10 cards we're meant to cut. Hulkbuster Armor. You get to make something a base 9/9, give it flying for 7 mana. Okay, so we have worse super state. Relic of Legends is probably insane gas in this deck because like every card in the Marvel set is legendary. So like decent amount of ramp. The Quinjet seems pretty fine. Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power, and he has a big butt. And when he deals combat damage, make that many treasures. Up. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Black Widow and you draw a card. What? Fairy Mastermind mean nothing to us? I'm not one to celebrate the color pie. Yeah, why the is this Boros? I'm all for Black Widow. I'm all for Black Widow being good. I'm all for her gathering intelligence, but what the Somebody said this deck didn't have card draw. I think you might have lied. Whenever a creature you control becomes tapped, if it's the first time this creature became tapped this turn, untap it. That seems pretty solid. People might have like weird, quirky build arounds they do for this guy, but in the deck that's all about beating the shit out of you, that seems good. We saw this in the spoilers. This card is not very good, but if she got a counter on her, haste and vigilance the turn you played her, that would be quite a bit better. And I think she gets 2 +1/+1 counters, right? Because you would put a counter on Captain America. He's not a Creed. Put another on her. So she is a 6/6 double strike haste flyer with indestructible, and she's vigilant the first. That's okay. Whenever you attack, check top 4, reveal a hero, put it into your hand. So if Hawkeye dealt damage to something, draw a card, and then you can tap him to be like, oh, is this dying? Let me poke you for 1. That's neat. Hercules, 3/3. I didn't realize this guy was a Marvel property. 3/3, when he attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on him. He gains indestructible until end of turn. You. When he's dealt damage for the first time each turn, put that many 1/1 counter. I know he's 5 mana. I'm trying to be reasonable. That upsets me. He'll have haste and vigilance. Is Hercules, what do you want? I want him to die like a bitch. Whenever you draw a card, put a counter on a creature. When he attacks modified creatures, which is this whole fucking deck. When you cast a hero. We're just out of card designs, aren't we? It's not too strong. We're just straight up out of card designs. We got to reprint Beast Whisperer and Jeskai. How do we do it? Gavin, get in the lab. Whenever Photon deals combat damage, add that much mana of any one color until end of turn. You don't lose this mana. Oh, we have a hot card section and we have our first edition. That's a little fun. I'm not sure about it's not overpowered, but that looks enjoyable. Professor Hulk. 6 mana, 6/6 trample. On combat damage to a player, draw that many cards. Who was talking shit about the card draw? Who did not take even 1 mulligan? We've passed like 4 brain off draw 7 card engines in this deck so far. What the fuck are we talking about? This deck doesn't draw cards. All right, Quicksilver, double strike haste. If they're tapped, you can cast spells as though they had flash. That's fun. That's hot and sexy. Scarlet Witch on damage. Look at the top 2 cards, exile them face down. Then you may cast a hero or non-creature spell from among cards exiled without paying its mana cost. I like how they were like, yeah. She's a hero. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Omniscience? Expropriate? We don't care. Scarlet Witch is better than Captain America. That's fucked up. That's really cool. All right, I'm fucking with every Is It card I have seen so far. Shang-Chi and the 10 rings. Whenever you draw a card, put a counter on him. When the 10th counter is put on him, you draw 5 cards and gain 5 life. Right, yeah, I feel you. This deck, we just can't draw cards. Period. We just can't draw. We can't do it. Deck's so weak. Can't touch any fucking cardboard. Disappoints me every moment of every day. When Winter Soldier attacks, return a creature card with mana value less than or equal to Winter Soldier's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. If a hero enters this way, it enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. We got new Sun Titan! Command Zone Sun Titan has to be something. I mean, no ETB Sun Titan is meant. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's because he's a mana less. Of course there's no ETB. Okay, we have Folk Hero, right? Can't draw cards, my fault. Whenever a creature you control deals damage, draw cards. Whenever you play or swing a hero, draw cards. Love on the battlefield. That's a good quip. Get ready to swing 2 creatures. Looks like we're about to have a little love on the battlefield. Die, die, die. So attack with 2 creatures. Those both gain first strike. Then you draw a card. Whenever either of those creatures deals combat damage, put a counter on it. Okay, yet another Is It card. Yet another banger. Return a creature. Ooh, instant speed recursion that costs less if you're getting hit. So 4 mana, instant speed. I get to bring something back from my graveyard. That's kind of cool. All right, Heroic Sacrifice. Choose a creature you control until end of turn. All damage that would be dealt to you and creatures you control is dealt to the chosen creature instead. When it dies this turn, put its counters on up to 1 target creature you control and draw a card. That's pretty sick. Then we have a board wipe, a board wipe, a board wipe, a board wipe, and then draw X. Who is talking about no card draw? If X is 5 or more, you may cast a hero spell for free. Okay, this deck looks really good. Oh, great, turn 1 Soul Ring. But we have no heroes in hand. This will be a good test of like, hey, we don't have card draw because we have to get a second creature to get anything going. So I go, oh, this land base is doo-doo ass. I go land, Soul Ring, Felwar Stone. Turn 2, I play Love on the Battlefield. Turn 3, I play Path of Ancestry. Shit, I might just board wipe. I got nothing to do. I might just board wipe. Like, we can play our commander here. We kind of have to top deck something. Okay, we top deck a hero. So turn 4, I top deck a hero. Love on the Battlefield. I have a 4/4 and a 2/3, both with first strike. I think a 4/4 with first strike gets to land somewhere. We draw a card. I'm confident that she's going to get the hit through. I'm not confident that Cap is going to hit anybody, but I'm confident he's not going to die. My next turn, ramp, talisman. Turn 5, I probably raise the palisade. I probably name human. Because, like, if I'm in a precon game, oh, I did miss a land drop, so I have 1 more land than I think. If I'm in a precon game, the other people have heroes. No, because the 2 other decks would have heroes if I'm in a precon game. So if I name heroes, I just board wipe the Doom player. But if you're in a like normal table, yeah, you pick hero or human. You board wipe other people. I get another Love on the Battlefield trigger, so I get to draw a card. They're probably landing their hits this time. We are flooding like motherfuckers. We have so much mana and nothing to use it on. Love on the Battlefield, baby. Okay, and then we cast. We probably want to hold this for next turn. How many lands? It's on 38. All right, so we go Patriot, Vigilance, Haste, Counter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vigilance, Haste, Counter. I get a Scry 1. We could keep the Quinjet because we're probably going to board wipe again soon. So I swing with my 2 flying creatures to trigger Love on the Battlefield. I draw the Quinjet. I put counters on them. Jesus Christ, we keep hitting lands. Yeah, this seems to me like a deck where we didn't actually want, like, this is not a deck where you want to ramp. This is a deck where you want to have lands that don't enter tapped, and you just want to be like a curve out gaming. Yeah, and this flyer's buffing huge, so we have like mini Craterhoof here too. Yeah, Firebird's a fucking massive buff. We have a way to bring back one of our heroes too, because we're probably the problem at this point. We trigger Love on the Battlefield and draw a useless mana rock. And this still looks fucked up. Like, this still feels like we've hit too many lands. We've hit more mana sources than we can actually use. We had a way to draw 2 cards every fucking turn of the game. We have a way to play stuff at flash speed. We have a way to buff our creatures by like +5/+0. This seems fucking ridiculous. Seems very good. So does it quip? Love on the Battlefield. Am I an Avengers level threat? Fuck yeah. Does it have 10 terrible cards I meant to cut? All the ramp. If you had interaction, if you had impulse to find your fucking card draw engines, if you had other cool heroes, if you had like extra combats, but anything but the ramp would be awesome. And then you have to, I think this is the one, or hopefully this is the one with the worst land base, because the early turns felt so bad. It was just like no path to curving out to Captain America, which hurts. But you can probably make it pretty tight, and then that seems like it would get insane. Is there a $30 no reason card? I only see $20 from like reprints and already spoiled stuff, so I don't think so. Based on how the Marvel set has been getting received so far, I think probably like the confluence of all these cards will be worth something, but it doesn't look like there's any crazy reprint. Oh, is Kindred Discovery crazy expensive? Oh, it is. Oh boy, yeah, no. Nothing to scoff at. We keep saying spectator seating like we don't understand what a no reason card is. A card that fixes the colors of mana you need for the deck is not a no reason reprint. The thing you need to think about for this category is Shamil in the Auntie Ool precon. You need, like, it needs to be like, why the fuck is this in here? Like, I would cut this. Are you excited for the upcoming Marvel superheroes set, but your only power is looking at your wallet and going, damn? Do you have the same upward career mobility as random bad guy number 17? Damn. But do you have what it takes to venture into the harsh and unrelenting world of typing on a keyboard all day? Then you're in luck, because Boot.dev is here to take you from back-end appreciator to back-end developer in just 1 year. Boot.dev is a wonderful online learning platform that offers a number of courses and in-demand back-end web development skills. They have gamified the entire learning process to make it feel more like an RPG than homework, but honestly, my favorite part of the service is that the entire thing is based on practical work examples. I cannot tell you how many learning platforms or skill development systems I have gotten nothing from because they mostly involve me putting a half-hearted lecture on mute while I continue to play Dark Souls. Boot.dev is different. Even though you can stop and ask for help, the core of what you are doing is the exact same stuff you're going to be doing on the job. You are practicing what you need to succeed from day one. So if you're ready to make a change, head to boot.dev today and use code MALLTOWN30 to get 30% off your entire first year. Thank you to boot.dev for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to some terrible magic cards. All right, so next we're going to move on to the Wakanda Forever deck. This is Selesnya. We care about making big artifact spells. We make Vibranium, which is Power Stone, but it's indestructible. This one seems like it's probably gonna be the most upgradable, because when I think about casting an artifact spell with mana value 4 or greater, sky's the fucking limit. They put Metalwork Colossus in this deck though, which is not at the sky. This precon is heavy on Monarch, then yeah, we can upgrade the shit out of this one. Actually, I'm just gonna go straight to the playtest. So we have a Terramorphic Expanse, we have a ramp, we have an equipment that gives us card draw and trample, we have removal, Orbital Vibranium Bomb. That's sick as fuck, actually. That's a reprint of something called Scourglass. That's funny as hell. We go turn 1, I go get a plane, try to cast other spells in my deck. Turn 2, I get a land and I do nothing. Turn 3, Wakanda Forever. Where's my Vibranium? Are we okay? Fine, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is basically indistinguishable. So we get T'Challa down. On our next turn, we reveal a forest from our hand, so this is untapped. Play Gilded Lotus. We go up to 4 counters. We swing our 4/4 to make an additional one of these. Next turn, we have infinity mana. What can we spend it on? We have Wakanda Forever. Reveal the top 6, put a permanent among them onto the battlefield with an indestructible counter, and we can put a permanent from among them into our hand. Rest go into graveyard. Hatut Sarase Strike Force. When you cast a spell, copy it for each time you cast your commander. Blows up artifacts or enchantments. That's cool. Getting like commander storm copying is kind of neat. I kind of want to just go Vibranium Strike Gauntlets because I want different cards and I don't. Nah, I'll gamble. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go gambling. Top 6 cards. So what did I say about this deck being upgradable? What did I say about how the sky's the limit, but I don't think we're there yet? We get Mind's Eye out because we can use Power Stones on that. And then Monarchy, sure. It's like better than getting a land out of this. The rest go to grave. And then we're going to go, yeah, the Vibranium's going to pay for it. We don't get counters on this guy. I think I can probably swing a 4/4 on turn 5. Getting a little dangerous, but we can swing a 4/4. So I'm going to draw 3 cards because I love having mana. On my next turn, I am not casting you. Fight for the Throne is a fight spell. Vibranium Mining Mech. I am not casting you. You can't use Vibranium to pay for it. Reread Vibranium. The Vibranium says, add colorless. This mana can't be spent to cast a non-artifact spell. If I am using mana to pay for an ability, if I spent mana on a non-artifact spell, class, I will allow you to answer this question. Yes, no, from the class. We'll see how many of you get banned for being dumbasses. There we go. Wonderful. So we have a bunch of garbage that I do not want to cast. I will pay 4 for the Vibranium. Strike Gauntlets. This will get me counters on T'Challa. I'll put the gauntlets on him. He's a 9/6 now. He'll hit somebody. He'll make a new tap power, or new tap Vibranium, whatever. He'll draw a card. Fucking okay. I get rid of like the most problematic thing on the board. On my opponent's turns, if I keep Mind's Eye, I'm using 3 Power Stones to draw 3. In complete opposite to the Captain America deck, I'm like, I can do anything, and I have so much of my deck, and I don't want to play nearly any of what I have. Let's do 6 mana. Fuck it. Covet the jewel, baby. Draw 3. Surely I will find something that is worth playing. Yeah, overwhelming stampede. What's T'Chaka do? I can mill 3. Great, I'll talk to you later, man. You're 5 mana. You got to do something. On enter, I become the monarch. As long as I'm the monarch, creatures with power 2 or less can't attack you. Nice meeting you. Fleece Mane Lion, standard all-star. Wow, that is insane. Trading Post, because it's another 4 mana artifact. It'll trigger my commander, and it has a lot of useful modes. Swing my commander, probably draw from the gauntlets. Yeah, whoever thought this was the best precon has to have drawn. This precon seems like it has the highest potential. I would give this precon the highest possible ceiling because this is very open-ended. It will interact with every artifact spell ever printed in the game and do very well with it. But the stuff they put in it is spread pretty thin across, like, okay, I'm going kind of wide. I'm doing +1 counters. I'm doing monarchy. So I am unconvinced. I don't think it has a terrible time killing people. I think we saw kind of an unlucky run out. Okay, yeah, this has actually just been bad draws. We're drawing 4 cards a turn cycle though. We've drawn a third of the deck. So it's like, oh yeah, just bad draws. We've seen nearly half the deck. Is there better stuff we could be finding? Almost certainly. But this is not a like, oh, you just had 1 bad run out situation. This is like most of the deck is a bad run out. The Gauntlets auto equip, that's cool and does not change anything. Okay, Birds of Paradise. Now we're going to get something going. We get a turn 2 T'Challa. Copies are Vibranium. Okay, this could make us the Monarch. We have 5 artifact mana or 4 normal mana. I play the Midnight Angel Armor. You guys were right. That was just bad draws. Now I have a 4/4. I mean, we can do removal now. That's not nothing. Turn 4, we get to spot remove something. We get 2 more counters on T'Challa. We get another Vibranium thing. Bingo, bango. Now they're cooked. Now we have 5 mana. Loyal Guardian. So now we're getting counters on everybody. This is probably what the deck like wants to do. We can't really protect anything we're doing. We can't bring back T'Challa if he goes down. He's on 7 now. We can probably swing him safely. Dope. Land drop. Go gambling. Hope for the best. Top 6. Meteor Golem. Hell yeah. Ooh, 6 mana. The Great Mound, baby. So we slam out Meteor Golem. That blows something up. We get counters on everything, assuming we're not being like fucked with it all. So like I can kind of see it coming together if we curve out with creatures and we get to keep Loyal Guardian for a really long time. I'm still classing this deck as like potential, man. Because on our next turn, we'll get to start doing something neat, you know, because on our next turn we get to go, okay, I'll play Great Mound. I tap a shitload of Vibranium, and now I have Phyrexian Arena. I think it's really just a like identity crisis of we're split between Monarchy, because they had to figure out another way to get the Wakandan themes in here. Monarchy, modified creatures, and then having this artifact stuff. But I could very easily see a modified version of this precon kicking absolute ass, because you would just want to always go, okay, on turn 1, I'm always ramping, so that on turn 2, I can play T'Challa, so that I can begin making Vibranium, and then I just tap my Vibranium for like busted fucking artifacts. But what I want to be playing, this is the shit I'm on. This is what the deck, Buster Sword, that'll work. You just need more, like you make a lot of mana, and I think because you make a lot of mana, they gave you a lot of really mid shit to spend on it. But the moment you gave this deck good things to spend its mana on, it would be fucking insane. If you took the time to upgrade them, this one's going to be better than Captain America. As it stands, I think Captain America is better than this one. One of those vehicle deals combat damage to a player. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a permanent, you may put it on the battlefield. If you don't put it on the battlefield, put it in your hand. That's awesome. Sorry, my fault. I'm in love. I'm in love immediately. We got anything else cool? Oh, they put the heart-shaped herb in this deck. Fuck yeah. Oh, we have Hammer of Nazan. That's cool. Spear of Bashanga. gives us the monarchy. If we attack the monarch, we blow up their shit. Hell yeah. That's actually, all right. This is like a bad card, but if you care, if you are building a Monarchy Matters deck, that's fun. The Vibranium Gauntlets are super normal. Take Vibranium. Stack to give legendary permanents indestructible. That's just stone cold good. That is not hot to me, but that is good. The fighter jet's good. Enters with X counters. When it enters or attacks, make a number of 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. Oh yeah, that's very good. If you're making a lot of mana. That is the like, if you playtest this deck and you draw this card, then you probably think this is the best precon of the bunch. If you draw anything but this card, no. Okay, I'm really not feeling all the monarchy stuff. I get why they did it. I think it's really good for flavor reasons. I don't think it's what the deck really wants to be on. Oh, Divine Visitation's fucking crazy. Fuck you guys. Fuck them. No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Divine Visitation, Greater Goods got me fucked up. And then we have removal, 38 lands, regrowth, but we copy it if we control our commander. That is adorable for bracket 2, bracket 3 gaming. Okay, so does it play Magic? Well, actually, does it make quips? Greater Good mentioned. For sure it does. Am I an Avengers level threat? No. Well, no, almost. Sometimes. On a Wednesday, yeah. Does it have 10 terrible cards I meant to cut? Is there a $30 no reason card? Not no reason, but decent reprints. We're going to give this deck a Megumi Fushiguro out of 10. Huge potential. Will easily, well, I hope, will definitely be better than the Jeskai one once you have upgraded it. And it is very easy to upgrade. So I'd say that's most upgradable probably. Let's look at the Fantastic Four. Oh, so this is you pick one of the Fantastic Four. There's like no way you pick Invisible Woman, right? There's Mr. Fantastic for card draw. There is the Thing for counters. There is Human Torch for I'm going to try to Voltron. I feel like you do Thing every time because this is just so much more straightforward in terms of how you get there. You either do, I think you do Mr. Fantastic or the Thing. I think if you want to be able to do damage, you do the Thing. And if you just want to draw your deck, you do Mr. Fantastic. You Human Torch enjoyers are coping for the precon. For a build around, Human Torch has a ton of potential, but if you are slotting this guy in as the commander of this precon, I think you are probably coping hard. So let's go with Reed Richards is gonna be the guy. So beginning of combat, non-creature spell, we would get to draw. So we have a forest. So we have some fixed mana. We have a little bit of early removal. We have a little bit of card draw. We have Annie joins up. Ooh, okay. We have some card draw. We're gonna be drawing a lot of cards. Fabled Passage. I'm gonna get a mountain because that's the only color I don't see represented in this opening hand. I go Forest. Alicia Masters. I get a treasure if I've cast a non-creature spell. At the beginning of your end step, each player gains control of all creatures they own. That's I don't even know if anything in here is stolen, but if it is, give it back right now. Fuck y'all. Are there any Dimir players in here? Any Dimir rat bitches in the lobby tonight? Get the fuck out. Turn 3. What the heck? Why'd they do this? Identify the difference, motherfuckers. No, not why'd they print his daughter. Why did they print Boss Baby in the set? That is a different question than the one I asked. What the fuck? I mean, it's card draw though. Okay, so we're gonna get Mr. Fantastic out. Up to 4 target permanents gain indestructible and has rebound. That's pretty nice. That's not nothing. So we Orchard. All right, if I'm thinking about the other precons, everybody else has put like a big creature into play at this point, and I'm the only person who hasn't. So I'm probably going, Annie joins up. I'm shooting someone else's commander. Like I'm shooting Captain America. I'm shooting T'Challa, and then I will double trigger the treasure generation. I will double trigger the card draw because they're both legendary permanents. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in target opponent's hands. Rebound. Woo! Yeah, this is the deck that wants to ramp. So I Recurring Insight, draw 4 or 5. I'll say 4. I draw Galactus, a 12 with Flample Indestructible. I need to be exile a permanent, and then he attacks whoever has the most life each turn, unless we have Silver Surfer. That's funny as fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I dumped 1 treasure to cast this. I'll make 2 more. I'll draw 2 more cards at beginning of combat. Oh, there's a new Chandra's Ignition, right? Is this a reprint? This does look fun. This looks like it's committed. It is committed the least to the board out of the 3 we've seen so far. You've got a lot of fun shit happening in your hand. So we're gonna get to the end step. What do I want to keep? Oh, here's the thing. Bye. I probably don't need to cut a deal anymore because I'm rebounding this crazy card draw spell next turn, so I don't even want to let my friends draw cards. I can flash that back, get rid of Chromatic Lantern. I got to get rid of 1 more. I probably Bovine Intervention, the biggest problem, just to get it out of my hand without discarding it. Maybe we need Sue for blockers. I don't think so. It's turn 5. We've removed 2 creatures. Like, I don't think the blocker situation is that desperate. Mr. Fantastic does copy something twice. We have 2 basics, so we can play this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We rebound this. I'll say we draw 5. We can't just pass through to combat, make 2 treasures, draw 2, slam Galactus. Hasn't Cap hit us for 20 by now? No, we shot Cap with Annie joins up on turn 4 or turn 3. We could copy his own draw trigger. I will be slamming Galactus and exiling a permanent. Cap is probably tempted to murder us. Right, but like Cap has caught the 5 damage or Cap has caught bovine intervention. We have had 2 pretty clean creature answers in the first couple turns. Whoever got the scary start, we have stopped. I will also be slamming Galactus, but not on board. Banned, but thank you for sharing that. Yeah, man, T'Challa's still trying to sequence the monarchy. So we get rid of 2 more problems, all out of treasures, recurring insights done now. I have to discard the hand size. Let's get my man Willie Lumpkin in on this shit. He cannot be blocked. When he deals combat damage, I draw a card and they can draw a card. If they do, they can't attack me till my next turn. Fuck yeah. Oh shit, I'm about to ruin everybody's career. Do I have the mana to do this? So I cast Invisible Force Field. I make Willie Lumpkin, Alicia Masters, and Mr. Fantastic indestructible. I go to combat. Everyone's like, why the fuck did you do that? I make 2 treasures. I draw 2 cards. In main phase 2, I Nova Flame for 1, and Galactus blows up everybody. That's pretty... Okay, all right. But my stuff is fine, by the way. Fuck you. I keep 1 treasure. What's the Fantastic card do? When you cast a non-creature spell, it can become a creature until the end of turn. When you cast your 4th non-creature spell each turn, you can sacrifice the Fantastic card to create 4/4/4 colorless constructs with flying and haste. Can we get to 4? We have Whirlwind of Thought in this bitch? Hell yeah. We're like almost out of non-creatures to cast, and I don't think we're gonna have the money for this, but we're gonna try. So 1, 2, 3, Fantasticar. I'm gonna make 2 treasures, pass through combat to draw 2 cards. I'm gonna Farseek. We did want to do it pre-combat to take advantage of the haste, but I think we can still make 4/4/4s in. No, we just can't because we need. Oh, Willie Lumpkin hits somebody and I draw a card. I missed a rebound trigger. Which one did I? Oh, so we can get there. The rebound trigger gets us there. Thank you very much. So we do get to turn the Fantasticar into 16 power, and then Galactus fucking eats you. That fucking honks. Holy shit, that's awesome. Okay, so where's my boy Willie Lumpkin? My goat. That's hilarious. At the beginning of your first main phase, out of 4 mana and a combination of colors, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may copy it. Interesting. Anyway, the Fantasticar is crazy. I love the Fantasticar. My life for the Fantasticar. Wrong slide. This deck sure does the thing. See, that's true, except it probably doesn't work if you put the thing in the command zone. Like the playtest we just did falls completely flat if we put this dumbass in the command zone, because most of that playtest happened well because we were like, oh, I draw 3 cards every turn because I double trigger Mr. Fantastic. So it does do the thing, but if you want to make the thing jokes, you can't command zone him. Galactus did kind of carry our ability to kill people, kind of, but I think the Fantasticar would have gotten us there pretty quickly anyway, because we were gonna put 16 power down from the Fantasticar. We could have still done the like big board wipe plan, and then just because we don't have a big board wipe, it doesn't really matter. You could say this deck is fantastic. I never would, but you could. Yeah, Annie joins up carried harder than anything. Monologue tag seems whatever. I do think you need the land ramp. There's a lot of rebound cards. Holy shit. Return a permanent to its owner's hand, or return an instant or sorcery from graveyard to hand. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that one. I'm gonna go out on I'm gonna make that a hot card. Hear me out, right? Because the thing I dislike the most about bounce is when you bounce something, they just play that shit again. This one, you get to go bounce, they go to play it again, you're like, rebound bitch, next one's free, don't make me do it, I don't want to. Play something else. Don't you put that Ristic Study back on the board. Don't you put that Smothering Tights back down. I'm getting you. Your commander is staying in dumb baby jail for a turn. Play it again, see what happens. When you cast a non-creature spell, Crystal deals X to each opponent, where X is the number of colors that spell is. So here's how we kill people. Yeah, on non-creature do stuff. It looks like we have a lot of paths to getting there. I think most of those paths flow through Mr. Fantastic is in my command zone, because if we don't have the 3 mana card draw engine, I think we are probably like really, really sad. But if you have the 3 mana card draw engine, you're probably insanely happy. I do think running, if you were to upgrade this, you probably, like, if you want to play this in bracket 3, you probably have to put in a little bit more control, because then you just go like, okay, I cast a removal spell, it replaces itself, I draw into good stuff, versus doing the like Rube Goldberg machine. This is a reprint? This looks awesome. I didn't even know this was a card. Hold on, they put slobbering on him. That's my guy. Hold on. I love that now I can just type slobbering into Scryfall and I'm gonna get a fucking hit. That's my guy right there. I'm straight up slobbing on it. I'm coming over and I'm slobbing on it. Get out of the way. Oh, that's fucked. The green players didn't need that. They didn't need another Mana Gorger Hydra. Fuck you. God damn it. Cut this man immediately. I'm sorry to say it. He does look very lovable. This is ridiculous. In a 4-color deck, a colorless mana rock you have to pay to filter through. Please, stop fucking with me. I think this one's actually pretty up there with the Captain America deck, or which one is the best out of the box. I'm gonna give that a straight slobbering out of 10. Reed Richards has to be the commander every time. Let's move on to Doom Prevails, the villain one. All right, Doom Prevails. Doom, King of Latveria. Now, I did drag this man when we looked at him spoilered, because this does not seem like a very good card to me. And after what we have seen out of the other decks, I am not excited. You discard 1 or more lands, you make them lose 2 life. At the beginning of combat, you give the villain you control menace until end of turn, it connives. He's a guy. Okay, Containment Construct. Villain spells cost 1 less. Oh my god, villains can connive. Do this only once each turn. Great. The Troc. I can multi-kick in a how much mana do you think I'm making, motherfucker? Okay, we can clone Dr. Doom. Okay, we can recast stuff, but we have to pay. That seems like something. When a creature we control connives, we can put a counter on each creature we control. We can suspend something with 2 time counters, but it's probably going to be Batroc the fucking Leaper. Okay, Killmonger is built to kill the T'Challa deck, which is awesome, because we get a bonus for each artifact defending player controls. Whenever you play a card from exile, Claw gets indestructible. When it deals combat damage, you can take the top card of their library. Ooh, we got Lady Loki in here though. Living Laser. On attack, for each card you've discarded this turn, make a token copy of him. They enter tapped and attacking. Okay. Oh, we get Molecule Man in this bitch though. That does nothing with connive. Still man! Okay, I just got to get that out of the way. It's the worst. Calling it there. I am calling it there. That shit sucks. First non-creature spell, they lose life. Cool. We can punish Fantastic Four a little bit. Villain Banner. So this seems like the Captain America deck, but bad. That's what this seems like. Because it seems like it's relying on the same, like, okay, we're doing a bunch of type synergies. We have some other, like, value engines that are happening. But the Captain America deck seemed like we're getting a shitload of cards in hand, and we're getting a shitload of counters on everybody, and they all have haste, and they all have vigilance. And the villain deck is just like, we connive, because that's what villains do. This seems decent. This guy might be better to play out of the box. I don't really believe in it though. Let's see. So we have no land. We have 1 land, no ramp. We're not keeping that hand. We have 3 lands and a bunch of villains. Sure. Play a fucking tapped land. I play a fucking tapped land. I play Claw. He's got Death Touch. Nobody hit me. I play Dr. Doom. I'm gonna have Claw connive. I can make monkeys. Second card each turn. Fuck yeah. Titan of Littjara. Cast a villain spell, make more villains. Helmet Zemo, get the fuck out of here. We have a 4/4. All right, Monkey Time. We're gonna make him connive. Draw. Cut the shit, man. We put a counter on Red Ghost. But he can't be blocked. This guy's a 4/4. This guy's a 3/4. Play another land. We get to Patchwork Banner. So these are all 1 bigger now. That's not half bad. We can play Madam Hydra. I'm going to have Red Ghost connive. I get to make a monkey. They're going to be shapeshifter. Actually, no, fuck this land. Everybody take 2. Whenever you attack, exile a target non-land card from your graveyard with 2 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. I'm going to be normal about this card. Hold on. Why is this time counter stuff in there? Because they're villains. They're monologuing. We make a plan, then we talk about it for a really long time. That's cool. That's a very cool card. If we had more stuff like this, I would believe in it more. And this, honestly, it's not even that bad of a playtest. Like, we have meaningful chump blockers. I think the problem is we're, like, never going to be in the driver's seat. If the Fantastic Four deck does the board wipe thing, we get clowned. If the Captain America deck swings big first striking creatures at us, we get clowned. If Black Panther can draw a card every time we draw a card from Mind's Eye, we get clowned. I think it could just edge ahead of Black Panther because the connive is going to make, like, the deck is going to be a little bit more reliable than Black Panther because you have card draw in the command zone. But I would say this one is, like, very meaty in precon, but it is very much overwhelmed by what the Jeskai precon is doing and by what the 4-color precon is doing. Because really all it's missing is like, we're doing all this conniving, but instead of using our graveyard in a serious way, we have to do it in these like silly ass villain ways. The Fantastic Four precon is like, what if you spent 8 mana on an 8 mana non-creature spell and it fucking killed everybody? And the Jeskai precon is going like, what if you played a 6/6 flyer with double strike and it had haste and you fucking killed somebody? And even the Black Panther precon is like, what if you had 12 mana and big robots and you killed somebody? And the Grixis precon is just like, what if you waited 2 turns to do anything? Also, discard something. Will it help you? Maybe. 2 turns though. Please wait. Or the worst thing about this Doctor Doom is they made the upgrade path suck. I think he is about as limited in upgrade paths as the Captain America deck, but the Captain America deck seems a lot better straight out of the box, which is really disappointing because the only he cares about villains and the villain synergies are really loose and weak. He cares about conniving and there's a few good connive synergies. They don't seem awesome. Maybe you could get some type of like villain control connive deck going. As I'm saying it, I like that more. Maybe there's more upgrade potential than I thought, but you probably have to do like, I'm playing Doctor Doom, I'm playing Ironmonger, I'm playing this fuck ass, and then I'm playing like a shitload of removal, and I'm either reanimating big threats or I have ways to like cast stuff out of my graveyard. Like I'm thinking of like I would be doing like Emmett Selk in this shit. Ooh, we have a 7 mana 7/7. Oh hell yeah, black market connections. What's Glorious Purpose do? When a creature you control connives, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature and a plan counter on this enchantment. When the 6th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sacrifice it. If you do, exile the top 4 cards of your library. You may cast any number of spells from among them without paying their mana costs. So that's what I mean by they don't want us to win. Because here's what happens. You play this, you connive 1 time, the whole table looks at you and goes, hey, he's got a plan. Beat his ass. And then they do. Long before you have connived 6 fucking times. The nation of Latveria is getting cooked in half by all these other precons. Dimir, whenever enchant opponent, whenever you attack enchanted player, that player loses 2 life. You draw a card, gain 2 life. Whenever a player attacks, you may attach this aura to that player. That is beautiful. That is beautiful and wonderful and is so flavorful to be swapping your arch nemesis every fucking turn based on who hit you last. That's so good. You got to prepare different monologues for each member of your pod. Like, I can't believe you would do this to me, Ricky. A pox on you, your family, your line. Et tu, Tony. And then you just keep going. Yeah, this is just me banning whoever last killed me in lane for sure. That's petty as hell. Okay, so let's go to the ranking. I still think Doom's on the bottom. I think it's Doom. This is out of the box. Doom Prevails, or F4 if you run anything but Mr. Fantastic. In third, probably Wakanda Forever. I think there's pop-off potential, but I don't think it's that good. I think it's the Fantastic Four in second with Mr. Fantastic. And out of the box, unsurprisingly, Avengers Assemble is just way fucking better. Now, when it comes to upgrading them, let's just clean all these out, because I don't think anything stays in the same spot. I think it's Wakanda Forever in the first spot for upgrades. It's the broadest. You can do the most to just make it go crazy, go stupid. So Wakanda Forever is definitely the best. I think Doom Prevails goes into second. The more I talked about it, the more I was thinking of like, okay, you could keep the couple villains who are really good. If you put in good removal and if you put in good graveyard access, you could really get something going. Still felt like Dr. Doomy. And then I think it's Fantastic Four. And then I think it is Avengers Assemble. Avengers Assemble has like almost no room. Like Avengers Assemble, hey, put in a fucking Rhystic Study, put in a fucking Smothering Tithe, good for you. Upgrade's done. I think there's very little thematic upgrading that you have room to do. Which of these will I actually buy? Probably 0. What's the price on these? Oh, $300. You got me fucked up. The fact that this one's $120 and is cleanly the worst one is really funny. The 2 best ones are actually the cheapest, and then the weakest ones are the most expensive. That's hilarious to me. All right, that's going to be where we call this review process. Thank you all for being here. Reminder that this video was sponsored by boot.dev. Make sure you click the link in the description to check them out.